and welcome everyone. So today's video is the last video of this year and I wanted to share a makeup tutorial for this late 60s Biba inspired New Year's Eve makeup look. So whether you're going out on New Year's Eve or staying in, this is just a fun makeup look for everyone who loves dark 60s makeup. And if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know what I want this look to end up looking like. I just really want to go for that sort of late 60s Biba kind of vampirical look. And I really want to play with dark rich colors as well as like a light silver to kind of put some accents in the look and just make it a little bit more interesting and outstanding. So per usual, all I've done so far was to use some skin tint to just kind of cover up all of my blemishes. I feel like the 60s really were all about that clear, beautiful skin, and so I just wanted to cover up any little spots or redness I had in my face. So I'm gonna start with this really light silver sparkly color and I'm just gonna apply it all over my lid, but especially in the inner corner because I really want to go in with that dark blue later and kind of work in from the outer corner of my eye. I truly feel like I have to be honest with you right now. I was so afraid to put on this dress for this video. I love it, I love the way it looks, I love how I accessorized it, but I don't know if any of you can relate to this, and if you can, I'd love you to leave a comment. I have a bigger chest. Like I always had, no matter how much weight I've lost or gained. Having an eating disorder, my weight usually fluctuates a little. I've always had a larger chest, and I feel like with vintage fashion and the vintage community, and especially if you're into the 60s and 70s, boobs really weren't desirable, and most fashion isn't really designed for like bigger breasts, and so I get very self-conscious about them, and usually I wear really high cut pieces and kind of colors to draw away the attention from my chest area, but I love this look so much and I want to try and get a little more confident with myself. I'm going on a whole new recovery journey with my eating disorder next year. If you want to see more of that, leave a comment down below because I'm still thinking about how I'm gonna do that, because basically I'm just very self-conscious and I just really want to try to get more confident in my own skin. So please leave a comment down below telling me if you have big boobs, a larger chest. What do you think about this? Because I feel like most 60s pieces aren't really designed for people with a larger chest. So as you can see, I'm especially putting a lot of this on the inner corners of my eye, kind of until the middle of my eyelid, and I'm trying to make sure to get it in a really nice shape. I got this eyeshadow gifted and it is so well pigmented. It's a drugstore brand, but it's just really good. So next up I'm gonna use this dark blue color that kind of reminds me of the starry night and the sparkling lights in the night sky, and I'm just gonna apply it on the outer corner of my eye and then kind of blend it with the silver I already did. I honestly love this color so much. Just kind of making sure I keep that really round shape of eyeshadow. And then I'm just gonna continue putting in more and more pigment. Blend it really well. Sort of like this. And now I'm just gonna do this on the other eye and then I'm gonna show you the next step. I actually really love the blended look of these two colors together. I feel like it is really interesting and great for a New Year's Eve look. So next up I'm gonna use some face paint. This is actually a big tip I have for you to get these sort of face paints because they work really well as eyeliner. You can do face paintings with them and they are just really well pigmented. I think I got this one at like a costume store, but you can pretty much find them everywhere and they're just really great and versatile. So my plan is to mix the black with the silver to create this kind of musty, dark gray and silver kind of shimmery color, which I then can use for a 60s crease. So I just have a pencil here and I also grabbed a plate. This is like a regular little plate where you usually put your cup on. And now I'm just gonna take some of the silver, kind of like put it on here, just kind of scooping that up. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with some black, just scooping that up as well. This is what I'm left with right now, and now I'm just gonna stir that and just kind of starting with a little black and a lot of the silver And then I'm just kind of adding in more and more black to achieve the perfect color that I am going for. This is why I love face paint so much. It's such a versatile thing and you can use it in so many different ways and just be really, really creative with it. So now I have this color and I'm just gonna use that to do a 60s crease. It's kind of like this really dark, shimmery gray color. Start right here and then just work around here. So as you can see, it's a little wonky right now, but that really doesn't matter because I'm gonna go in to make it thicker and even it out. Just like this. I really love how thick it is, and then as you can see I kind of made it a little smaller and finer on the end and kind of blended it out. I think it looks really, really cool, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on this eye. I always sort of dread the second eye because I feel like it is so much harder to match it, but it usually comes out pretty okay. I love how these cut creases turned out, and now that they're done, I'm gonna go in with some black eyeliner. Just kind of trying to keep it a little thinner than usual. I'm not gonna wing it out or anything, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I really love how this just kind of adds to accentuate the eyes and really make them super heavy and kind of hypnotizing. So now I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this eye. So next up I'm gonna use this silver eyeliner. This one is by NYX. It's that sort of stick waxy kohl kind. And I'm gonna apply this on my waterline. This actually really helps opening up the eye. And just adding something special. And I'm gonna do that on this eye as well. So next up I'm going to use some mascara, and afterwards I'll show you how to apply fake lashes to achieve a really dramatic look. So per usual, I'm going in with a base first, and then I'm gonna go over it with waterproof mascara. For me personally, to achieve that like very bold lash 60s and 70s look, I am just using those two products. I find that it works the best for me. But if you have like any other things that you like to use, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to try something else. I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do with this YouTube channel next year, because I obviously want to continue making the videos that I'm making right now. I love them, I think it's great content, but you guys have been reaching out a lot lately and asking me if I can do more of like vlog videos and taking you along, and I hope that I can do some cool things next year. This year was just really full, honestly. I struggled with my mental health a lot. I was in hospital. I started volunteering. I just had a lot on my plate. I started my business this year. But next year, I feel like I want to go on more adventures. I kind of want to travel again, at least if there's like a safe option. And I just really want to get back into life, because I lost my lust for life for years. I've struggled with depression for several years now, and I'm currently kind of getting my light of life back. I've been wanting to go out more and do more things, which is really new and a little scary for me, but also really exciting and a great opportunity for more adventures and just incredible things to do with my life. So the final step for the eye makeup look is to apply some fake lashes. I've actually showed you this before, but I want to show it to you again because it's just so dramatic and so much fun, and I think it works great with the look. So to achieve that very dramatic lash look, you're gonna need a single fake lash, so not two. We're actually gonna cut up one. So one is just enough. So I'm gonna remove this from here, and now what I recommend you to do is to kind of count it. So as you can see, these kind of flare out in little bits, and it's a total of 7. So we're gonna cut on the right and on the left side of the middle one. So now you're left with two little even pieces, and I'm gonna place them with the longer part on the outside. So basically like this. I'm gonna make sure to cut off any excess parts there might be, and now I'm just gonna apply some lash glue, and then I'm gonna put them on my eye. As said, I'm gonna use the longer parts on the outsides, and I'm actually gonna glue it underneath my lower lash line. Just like so. Now doing the same thing on the other side, very gently putting it on. I honestly love this look. I think it is so interesting, so unique, and I think it's just great for that late 60s theatrical look. So if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I love a heavy eye makeup, and I usually go very light with everything else. So I'm just gonna go in with this lipstick. I'm gonna use the tiniest bit as blush, and then I'm gonna use it on my lips, but I'm also just gonna use a bit of it. So I just like to use my finger for this. Just gonna put a little bit on here, and then apply that right up here, just the tiniest bit. I am just usually very, very pale. I don't mind that, but I feel like a little bit of color just makes the look come together a bit more. And now on my lips, just gonna put a little bit, and then I'm gonna use my finger. So I'm gonna put up some close-up shots of the look now so you can see the finishing result properly. So we're finished with the look. I really hope you like it. I hope this comes in handy for you. If you're planning to go out on New Year's Eve or whatever you're doing, I hope you have fun recreating this look. If you do, I'd love to see some pictures. You can always send them to me on Instagram. Just tag me in your stories, tag me in your posts. I'd love to see it. So since it's the end of the year, this is the last video, and I just really wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for the support. At the beginning of this year, I had only ever uploaded 2 YouTube videos. I was so nervous to speak in front of the camera and to do this. I was very self-conscious, and I'm really happy that I started this channel because your support truly means the world, and I just love to share my passion for the 60s and 70s with you. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting my channel by subscribing, liking my videos, commenting. It truly means the world. You always make my day, and I can never thank you enough for all the love and support I get from you. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with a friend. It supports me, it supports the channel, and it would truly mean the world. I'm wishing all of you a good rest of the year, some beautiful days, maybe some time with friends and family, some days to reflect on yourself and the past year. I hope everyone is having a beautiful New Year's Eve and a great start to the new year, and I will see you in 2022. Bye everyone.